start off with the tuning. And the tuning operates like an on switch for your nervous system. It brings in divine sound current and it creates a capacity in the nervous system to receive. So we use the Om Namo, Gurudev Namo, the Adi mantra. We chant that 3 times in the beginning, and that really is your wake-up call. And then we chant Ad Guru Name, this one, the Mangala Charan, Ad Guru Name, Jugat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. When we chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo, we're going to do it a little differently this time. We're going to really work with the ancestors of this lineage. So every lineage has ancestors. Every lineage, every physical lineage, your blood lineage, you have ancestors. Every body of knowledge has ancestors. Every piece of land has ancestors. So we work with those concepts continuously. Now there are 2 ways in which the body responds, basically. On a very primal, basic level. The nervous system responds by expanding or contracting. That's it. In any experience in life, you're either going to have an expansion, where your nervous system is calm and open and relaxed, or you're going to have a contraction. And you'll have one or other story labeled with either of those feelings. The expansion will be, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so excited, life is such fun, this is amazing. And the contraction is whatever emotion that you choose to label to the contraction. I'm so angry, I'm so jealous, I'm so scared. It's a contraction or an expansion. So we work with those 2 in the kriya that we're going to do tonight. We're also going to work with the understanding that through your ancestors, you receive certain patterns of expansion and contraction. You get that through your lineage, through your DNA. You get a certain capacity or propensity to be able to be expanded in particular situations, or for those situations to trigger a contraction in you, where you pull away from that situation and you can't quite meet it with your nervous system. So this evening we're going to really work with understanding where do those contractions lie in you from your lineage. Now it's not something that you're unfamiliar with. By the time you've reached, perhaps not Rosa Maria, but by the time you've reached your age here, in general the average age here, you will understand what it is that you've received from your ancestors that really works for you, that really allows you to meet life head on, full frontal, no fear, and what doesn't work. What situations will trigger that contraction. Even if you only understand it 1%, it's enough. And that's what we're going to work with tonight. Okay? So, just a quick, before we tune in, a quick survey from you. Shout it out. What have you received from your ancestors that works for you? Close your eyes and shout out the word. What works?
Trust.
Wisdom. Willpower.
What else? Come.
Love.
Yes? What else? Courage.
Confidence.
Guidance.
Courage.
Madness.
Justice,
Strength.
intuition,
Compassion.
Patience.
Peace.
These are the things that work for you. What doesn't work for you? Shout it out.
Anger.
regret,
Fear.
Insistence.
depression,
Revenge.
Stubbornness.
Good. Keep it going, keep it going. Just feel them, bring them out. Feel them.
Doubt.
fear,
Insecurity. Arrogance.
Stress.
Greed.
Excellent. Excellent. So you got it. This is what we're going to be working with. What is it that you want to release in you? That contraction in you that creates tension in your body and brings in a pattern of negativity. All right. So please come standing up. We're going to actually bow. When you chant Ong, you stretch up into the air and you stretch up really straight and tall. Open up the heart center. Pull your shoulder blades apart so that you have this absolute openness in the upper body. Ong, and then Namo, bow to a 90-degree angle. Just practice that. Ong, stretch up. Ong, Namo, bow. Gurudev, stretch up. And bow, Namo. Good, and again. Understanding your whole psyche, your whole physical body, and your energy bodies, bring in the connection to the ancestors of this lineage. We are working with the ancestors of Kundalini Yoga. Okay, inhale, stretch up deep, deep and tall. Open up the shoulder blades, put the hands together in prayer pose. Inhale and chant. Om. And bow. In. Don't stick your bum out. Tuck it under so that you have alignment between the head, the hips, and the heart. And exhale. I'm sitting down. We've already started warming up the body. What patterns of negativity do is they create a habit. It's a habitual posture in the body of tension. You're not even aware of it. You have no idea that your body is tense until you start waking up and you realize, I actually have tension in my shoulders all the time. Now, until you actually catch that and understand that it's there, you won't know to release it. You'll just feel like, oh, this is normal, this is me. So understanding where the tension lies in the body is the beginning of understanding what you've received from your lineage, because those patterns are old, sometimes lifetimes old. So it's something, on the one hand, you've come into this life to understand. You've come to understand what it is that you need to learn as a soul in order to grow and become expanded habitually. So when you are habitually, consistently expanded, that is your infinite identity. That has got nothing to do with the issues you're carrying from your lineage, but you are using the strengths you've received from your lineage to remain expanded in your infinite identity all the time. So this is something that's quite subtle. We receive both strengths and challenges from our lineage. We choose it specifically as a soul. We choose to come into that lineage so that you learn how to overcome those issues that you are getting in your actual DNA. You're actually getting it in the cellular memory of your body. You're beginning to understand how to change the cellular memory in the body through choosing a specific lineage to come into. And that creates expansion as a soul. The capacity to remain in your expanded identity. So I know that I'm going to have to say this many, 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 many more times before it really sinks in. But that's okay. Even if you just get a glimmer of what that means, it's enough for today to create transformation. So that from today onwards, you have a little more understanding of where you hold that lineage negativity in your body and how to release it. Okay? So first we're going to begin a warm-up, and it's called Fists of Anger. And it's a classic Kundalini Yoga Kriya, very short, 3 minutes. Classic Kriya, standalone, that you can do by itself in order to release those layers upon layers of negativity and stress that do come from the ancestral hurt. So your thumbs are on the pinky, the mercury mound underneath your pinky, and then you close your fists around it. And as if you're doing backstroke, you're moving. If you understand how this action works, try not to do it like this. Try not to do this, because you're closing around the heart. Keep the heart center absolutely open. Think of what it is that you shouted out that you want to release from your lineage, and then begin to swim backwards through the lineage and give it back. Give those qualities that you no longer want to carry. You are conscious of them. You know what they are. Open up the heart and the shoulders and do backstroke, back through the lineage, giving back what you no longer need. Close your eyes and really feel into it. Feel your capacity as a present day living member of this lineage. Claim the right to that independent capacity and give back what you no longer want to carry with you in the ancestral road. Fists of anger. Feel the energy that anger can give you to get through this. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to carry this anymore. It's not mine to carry. I never gave permission. Feel deep into the heart space and free it up. Free it up with the movement and with your mind. Giving yourself permission to open up and release. And obviously, the more powerfully you do it, the more you'll get out. 100% in, and you get 100% out. Try to ensure that the movement is round. So you're doing backstroke, you're literally moving yourself backwards through the lineage. Keep it up here in the last minute. Without clumping someone on the head, try and really open up the shoulders, open up the heart space. last few seconds. Good. And now stretch both arms out. Open up the armpits. Keep the hands in fists. Squeeze hard. Take a deep breath in. And clench those fists tightly. Stretch up, create space between the shoulder blades. Space, open it up. Stretch. And exhale. Good, and just sit quietly, right hand in the left in your lap. And feel that energy that you've created around the heart chakra. Be in the stillness. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So we're going to work on, we're moving into the kriya. But when I say right hand in your lap, I'm always talking about right hand on top of the left. In your lap with the thumb tips touching. This is your classic meditation pose. Just easy, relaxed, and able to really go inwards into what has happened during the active part of the kriya. Every kriya has a very active part to it, and generally the beginning of all kriyas is really working on your sympathetic nervous system. It's pushing it, it's pressuring it, it's creating a lot of activity in the body. And then at the end of each exercise, we go into stillness, just to let the parasympathetic nervous system come into balance with the sympathetic. The entire kriya works the same way. The beginning is working the sympathetic nervous system, creating action, and then we tailor off into a slower, more gentle, still version towards the end of the kriya, so we give the body time to balance all of that activity with parasympathetic. It's very damaging to the body to keep pushing, 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 pushing. That is Shakti energy and it will burn you. You need to bring in the opposite of that, the moon energy, the cooling energy, calming energy, and that's parasympathetic. Yeah? Every kriya works the same way. So we're going to do the first one, and obviously I'm priming you because this is the sympathetic nervous system. We now can push. We work with the mantra Soham. Soham. I am that. Soham. That's the concept that we work with. What am I? I am the infinite self. I am the unlimited self. I am the vastness that exists everywhere and beyond everything. That is I. Okay, so we work with Soham. We work with a 4x4 breath pattern where you inhale in 4 equal parts, and on each inhale, you inhale so, silently. So. Until your lungs are full, and then on the exhale, hum. Until your lungs are completely empty. Pulling the stomach in so that you really empty those lungs. Right? And that's not all, of course. So you're going to sit up on your legs, you're in a stick posture. Tadasana, absolutely upright stick posture with the body, stretching the legs out. And you don't have to flex the toes, you can if you want to. But the image shows the toes relaxed and there's no real instruction on what you do with your ankles. So just leave them relaxed. No? And then your arms out to the side. The tips of the fingers are on the mounds. The tips of the fingers are on the mounds of the palms. And your arms are parallel. And again, feel that heart stretch. Really stretch into the heart. Yeah? It really creates capacity in the body to get through the exercise. And then you lean back as far as you go without falling off. Okay? Feel the core. Find the core and begin the breath pattern. In your own time. So, hum. You don't have to go fast. Find your own rhythm. Find the rhythm that suits your body. Keep the chest open. Stretch those shoulder blades apart. Don't overstretch. Just feel that comfortable place where your core muscles can hold you strong. And continue with the breath pattern. Really engage with your core, engage with your power, your inner strength, because that is what will get you through this. Pull the shoulder blades apart and tune into I am that. I am unlimited. I am beyond limits. Try to get the arms out straight as much as you can. Let your chin be pulled in neck lock. Over a minute left. Keep up the breath pattern and stretch the shoulder blades apart. Make sure you haven't rocked your head because you're going to block that energy at the back of your neck. That's where we get Kundalini syndrome, where we don't keep the angle straight. The breath pattern is 4 inhales until your lungs are full and 4 exhales until your lungs are empty. So divide it up in 4 equal parts. On the inhale, so, and on the exhale, hum. Last 10 seconds, almost there. Inhale deep, hold it, keep your eyes closed, and relax, bring your body upright, sit in a cross-legged position, eyes closed, go into the stillness, and let your body rearrange itself energetically. Deep breath in and exhale. Bear in mind you're going into the places in your body where classically we hold tension and negativity. So stretching your legs out as wide open as you can. You're going to have to give each other space. So it's quite good to maybe turn sideways so that everybody has however you can, arrange yourself so you've got space to open your legs as wide as you can. And for some of us this is easy and for some of us this is not, so you'll do what you can. Opening up your legs as wide as you can, try to ensure that your spine is straight. So if you find yourself sitting like this, Put a little cushion underneath your bum so that you raise the hips and you don't collapse into the sit bones. You want to be sitting in front slightly of the sit bones. And you reach down and grab hold of wherever you can on your body, whatever your body, the proportions of your body allow you to do, and flexibility. Please don't do this in order to reach your toes. You're not doing anything. If your hands won't go to your toes easily, keep them in the middle of the legs. Do what you can comfortably, because the stretching is enabled when you are comfortable, when you are relaxed. If you are trying so hard, you're just increasing that lineage tension and negativity. I can't, because that's what you say. Yeah? And I must. That just creates more and more and more tension. Okay, so wherever you can, comfortably, inhale in the center, exhale to the left, inhale up, exhale center, inhale up, exhale right. And just keep going. Center in between each time. Inhale up, exhale down, and you come to the center in between, going to the extremes. Nice deep, long breaths. Feeling where you hold the tension and being very gentle and firm with how you move through the breath into those places of tension without force. No violence on the body. No violence does not have a place on the yoga mat. Gentle, firm, allowing, compassionate, strong. Center each time. Nice and easy. Remember what you want to release. Remember what you want to give back. What you no longer want to carry from your ancestors. Because it's just continuing a pointless cycle. Bear it in mind, and as you breathe and as you stretch, release. Give back. Give permission to them to take it back, because they can. Inhale up in the center, exhale down in the center, hold it down as far as you can, hold the breath out, root lock, stretch, anal, genital, navel muscles, squeeze them tightly and stretch, squeeze and stretch, and inhale and come. Again, just sit quietly. Together in easy pose, right hand in the left, in your lap, thumbs touching you. And allow yourself those spaces to really experience what you do. like to rush through things. We like to get things done fast, fast, move, 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 move. There's no time to stop and be. So now the invitation is stop, be still, experience, allow. We're not accustomed to being with the inside. Permission. Whatever is there is truly beautiful. Gently come standing up. So you can see we're going into action and then pause, action and then pause. And this teaches your nervous system how to come down. Because our nervous systems are accustomed to just getting wound tighter, tighter, and tighter, and tighter as we push and push and push and push. So this gives you a new pattern. It gives you a pattern of hard action and stop. Let your nervous system rest. Let it come back to a baseline. And then action and then rest. That's a very important rhythm to learn. So please come into downward facing dog. Your feet are more or less just more than shoulder width apart on the mat. Please bring your hands closer together than you would normally have them in downward facing dog. I want you to bring the hands closer together, so your thumbs are almost touching. Closer to each other, not closer to your feet. Yeah. So go in your normal downward facing dog stretch. Make sure that you don't have socks on so that your feet don't slip, and make sure you're on the sticky mat part of your mat. So you don't get your fingers aligned, get them straight. Thumbs are almost touching, fingers are straight so the elbows can be facing each other, and pull your shoulder blades apart. Now this will pressure your nervous system. This is going to put that powerful pressure on the nervous system. Please don't worry about getting it perfect. Just do it however you can. Kundalini Yoga is not about perfect posture. It's about aligning energy and flowing through the kriya, so that you get that flow of action, pause, action, pause. Breathe deep, long. I know it will be tough on you. Some of you are not accustomed to doing downward facing dog and holding it for a period of time. Do your best with it. Try to stretch your heels down to the floor. Try to open your chest, pull your shoulder blades away from your ears. Tuck your butt under, don't arch your back. Don't be tempted to make that mistake. Tuck the butt under, pull a slight root lock. Anal and genital muscles. Find your core strength. Try to stretch the back so you get a straight line from the butt down to the heels and from the butt down to the thumbs. Two straight lines, like a triangle. Deep breathing. Hold and breathe. Om so hum. Go beyond those limits. Breathe deep. Bring your feet a little closer to your body if you find that your heels are way off the floor. So do what you can. You'll be working with navel point strength, with your pranic body, which will give you energy. You'll be working with the life nerve stretch. Create a flow. down on the floor, those who are more experienced. Last 45 seconds. Try and keep it up. Breathe. Last few seconds, make it work for you. Your body will shake, that's a really good sign. It's your nervous system recalibrating the baseline point. Shaking off old stress. Inhale deep, exhale, hold that exhale out. Stretch into the body for one final stretch. And come down. All the way down into full lying face down on the floor. Lying on your stomach, turn your head to one side. Find a comfortable side for your neck. And come into a resting pose. Your hands are next to your body, palms facing the ceiling. If it's too sore on your neck, if your neck struggles with this, then you can bring your hands up just to give your neck a little bit of release. But if it's comfortable for you to lie on your tummy with your neck to one side, then please do so. And as you lie in this position, begin to survey your body. Go through the places where you feel there is tension. Begin to create awareness of where you hold tension habitually. And if possible, release that tension. You may not be able to completely release it, but even just the awareness of where the tension is already the beginning of release. Holding tension in the front of the body, in the back of the body, deep inside the body. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands up under your shoulders. We're going to do Cobra. Those of you who are aware that Cobra is a bit of a strain on your lower back, if you know that about your body, then you'll only come up onto your elbows. So the point with Cobra, I don't have much space here, but let me just do what I can to demonstrate. I'm be careful with my feet. So you want to be able to come up in Cobra in such a way that you keep, this is ideal, you keep your heels together, tighten in the lower back, and you come up and you open, but do not do this. Okay, don't bring that pubic bone off the floor. Stay on the floor and open the upper back. Stretching. Keeping the lower back down on the floor. Okay, if you find that is too much of a strain, just don't straighten your arms. Come up as open the upper back as much as you can. That's the whole point of Cobra. Is opening up the heart. Okay, so come up into Cobra. And you will hold it for 3 minutes. And breathe. Nice long deep breath. Try to get your heels together, but if it's really too much strain on the lower back, then you can bring your feet apart. But if you can, keep your heels together. It's very, very energizing. It brings energy right up into the Sushumna. Tighten root lock. Tight anal genital navel muscles. And pull the shoulders away from the ears. Open up the heart. Long deep breath. Make sure that you're keeping the shoulders back and down. And as you inhale, inhale light up the central channel of the Sushumna. As you exhale, exhale that light through the brow point. Inhale through the central channel, exhale through the brow point. And keep it, make it a meditation as you do it. Enough photos for me? Come a little forward on your mat, yeah. With you, the cushions come a little forward on your mat so that you have space. Give your body space to stretch. That's it. Tops of the feet are on the ground. Tops of the feet are on the ground so that your tops of the toes are touching the floor. Stretching the upper back open. Inhale, light up the central channel. Exhale, light through the brow point. It's a powerful energetic cleanse. Careful. Be careful not to hunch your shoulders up towards your ears because you're immediately shutting down that energy channel. Deep, strong stretch. Deep breath in, visualize the light. And as you exhale, hold that breath out and pull it deep root lock. Anal genital navel muscles and stretch. Now holding the breath out. And then inhale. Come down slowly. First the belly down, then the chest. Gently releasing the body from that quite powerful position. Strength and stretch at the same time. And then gently push yourself back into baby pose. Shins on the ground. Your hands are next to your feet. Palms are facing the ceiling. Your bum is on your heels. And you're just letting your body rest. Resting with a normal breath. last very deep breath in, and as you exhale, maybe gently and slowly unroll and curl your spine, keeping your chin on your chest as you come up. And if you can, stay on your heels. So for those for whom it is really difficult, you can change, but it is really beneficial to sit and practice sitting on your heels. It creates a very strong digestive system. So try to stay on your heels. We're going to do spinal flex. And what we will do with spinal flex is use the breath. So we're going to inhale deep, hold the breath for as long as you can, and flex your spine as powerfully as you can for as long as you can hold your breath. Then when you can't, you exhale, inhale, hold, and start again. And begin. It's a powerful, strong movement of the spine, creating powerful fluidity, flow of energy, and releasing any armoring in the body, using the power of the breath to go deep into that armor. It's like swimming above water when you do spinal flex with normal breathing, and swimming underwater when you do spinal flex holding your breath. It is way more powerful in the lungs and creates massive courage. Long as you can. Try even for up to a minute. Make it a big flex. Big flex forward. Big flex back. Make the movement really large so that you work every crevice in those lungs. You push the oxygen from your lungs deep into your bloodstream. And you oxygenate your whole system. You will revitalize and refresh your whole body. Your whole mindset. You're holding your breath, you're not breathing, no breath. You should be not carrying any breath except a long exhale when you've had enough. Then a deep inhale, then you hold and flex. Good. You'll feel it pushing you. You'll feel the panic rising. Contain it. Try to make the only thing that's moving your spine. Your hands are still. Your head is still. Your butt is still. The only thing that's moving is your spine. And your shoulders a little bit. This is really powerful if you want to give up smoking. I'm not joking. Breath a little longer as you flex, without holding any tension in the body, so don't force it. Just go that 1 second longer. Last 15 seconds. Make a breath that you're on. And when you've completed the last breath, take in one just last one, hold it, squeeze root lock, tighten the whole body, tighten all the muscles along the spine, hold it, squeeze, consolidate all those shifts that you've made. And I'm sitting cross-legged. Right hand in the left and the lap. And we're going to end off the kriya with the meditation. So this is now where we've gone right down from that very active beginning of the kriya, we're coming to a very still, passive, at least physically, part of the kriya. So the meditation is one on negating your identity. Everything you identify, you bring it into your mind and then you negate it. So if you say, I am Ravikar, your immediate next step is, I'm not Ravikar. I am a mother, I'm not a mother. I am a teacher, I'm not a teacher. Everything that comes into your mind, say the opposite. I am not wealthy. I am wealthy, I am not wealthy. I am poor, I am not. I am intelligent, I am not intelligent. I am stupid, I am not stupid. Everything, all your good qualities and all your bad qualities, bring them in. And immediately, when you bring in the quality, negate it. I am this, I am not. I am that, I am not. Okay? And begin. We're going to do it for 7 minutes. Steady. Make this an exercise in mind training. Let your mind do what you tell it to do, not the other way around. Go deeper into this meditation, become aware of what is left. Deeply you go into this, the more you're aware of a deep current that is nothing to do with those identities. One, get another one quickly. And negate that. Stay active. Let your mind persuade you to drift off. You command your mind to produce one quality after another, and each one that is produced, you negate it immediately and produce the next. qualities that you can negate. That you peel the layers off like an onion. Going deeper and deeper to the heart. Floating in what is left. As you've peeled off all these layers, what is left? Cover yourself to the ground, cover yourself for relaxation. Stay in that place. That deep current, which is not this and not that. It is a deep philosophical teaching in the Vedas. Neti, not this, not that. Somebody just get that finger out to put that in. Yourself deeply into the body. And again, become aware of where you're holding your tension. Your hands are lying next to your body, palms facing up. Nothing is touching the fingertips so that your brain can relax. Go through your body piece by piece. From the head down to the toes, or from the toes up to the head. Surveying every aspect, looking for the armoring that you are so accustomed to holding in your body that you barely noticed. And go deeper and find the next layer of armoring and release it. Layer by layer. Go through the ways in which you conduct yourself daily, the postures in your body, even when you're lying down. And even if it's only 1 degree shift, release it. Gently become aware of your breathing again. Bring yourself back into the room. Bring your awareness into your body. And as your awareness comes to your breath and your body, gently begin to move in small ways, brushing your thumbs across your fingertips and rotating your wrists and your ankles slowly. Gently moving. Take a deep breath in, pushing your tummy up as you inhale and letting it float back down as you exhale. And as far as you can orchestrate it with everybody around you, stretch your arms up above your head and stretch your body and point your toes. If you can't put your arms on the floor behind you, then just stretch them up in the air or put them on somebody's legs. Just stretch. Deep breath in as you stretch into every little fiber and muscle strand. And exhale. And bring your bent knee up. Tuck your foot behind the one knee and drop the bent knee over the straight leg. And turn your head. Stretch into the straight leg. Make that straight leg really straight and strong. And stretch the whole body. Look in the opposite direction to the knee. So you create that upward and transverse stretch. And then change to the other side. How to get that feeling of the straight leg stretching away from your bum. Stretch it long and twist at the same time. And if you're lucky, you might even click your vertebrae. And then come to the center and bring your knees up. And rub your feet together in the air and rub your hands together in the air. Nice and brisk as you wake up properly. Rub the soles of your feet against each other. Rub your hands briskly. And then bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees tight, and rock from side to side. Keep your head on the floor, relax. Gentle, melting into the floor with the lower back. Releasing the tension. You don't have to do anything effortfully. Do it effortlessly. So much more effective. Bring your knees, your head, your nose towards your knees, and then rock forwards and backwards if you can. If you just feel like rolling over and getting up, you can do that too. But bring yourself up to a sitting position. The body's temperature will have dropped, so cover your neck and shoulders. It's something, keep yourself warm. We're going to chant. We'll end off with the same chant we've been using for the whole class, which is Om Soham. Om, I am that. So we align ourselves with that infinite identity, the vastness. And we understand that if we operate from the vastness, we're fully capable of understanding all the lineage challenges, embracing them without any tension or rejection, being able to maintain the expansion, even in the face of contraction. Even when the nervous system is contracting, there's another part of you that is absolutely vast and capable of holding even that contraction without losing the expansion. That is a peak experience. So we're going to continue to use this Om Soham that we've been using for the whole class. Close your eyes and allow yourself to sink into the sound and copy it.
Oh
vibrating through every cell in your body. The absolute truth. I am that. The prayer that the sound current makes in your cellular structure is your truth. The prayer of vastness, the prayer of manifestation of infinite identity. This is your sadhana. The prayer is not a request, it is a statement of what is. And please bring your hands together in prayer mudra, in gratitude and in wholeness. Let's sing Long Time Sun. Vibrate into the long time sun in the center of your being, the fire in your core. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We pray the light of the source is ever channeled through the ancestors to us, to reside in our hearts and our minds, to create clarity in thought, word and deed, that we may ever remain expanded even in the face of contraction. Satnam. Sahang is a heart chakra mudra. So whenever you sing and chant Om Sahang, you will feel the vibration and the expansion in the heart. So just stay really comfortably nestled in that expansion around the heart chakra. Remain aware of it.